Now, in the previous video, we talked about ASP and its history, and we stopped at ASP.NET. So now let's answer the question, what exactly is ASP.NET? First of all, again, this is simply a technology for creating dynamic, interactive websites. Now, again, you can't go buy an ASP.NET. ASP.NET comes to us as part of the .NET framework. Now, that is huge. It brings a lot of other advantages with it, and we're going to look at those as we go through the course here. But since it's part of the .NET framework, it means that we can access any of the classes, any of the functionality that's part of the .NET framework as well. And that's huge. Now, it's built on the .NET CLR, the Common Language Runtime, which means this is managed code as far as .NET's concerned. Again, we get a lot more of the efficiencies and so forth. The biggest thing that it gives us, in my opinion, and there's a lot, you'll hear me say the biggest thing a lot of times here because there's just so much cool stuff in ASP.NET, but for this video, the biggest thing is that the code, the ASP code, and the page itself is now compiled. In all previous versions of ASP, we were running basically server-side scripting that had to be interpreted line by line. There were all kind of things we tried to do to speed it up and make it more efficient. But if you know very much about coding, once you compile code, then it's much faster and much more efficient to execute. And so we can actually play with how this compilation takes place, whether it's just-in-time compilation, which we'll talk about later, or whether the whole page and all the code's compiled the first time it's run and so forth. So ASP.NET has really grown up. And we are now far and away past where we were with that early CGI. So that basically is ASP.NET. It's a continuation of what ASP was all along. The tools to give us dynamic, interactive websites and applications. We can now connect a lot of different folders and files together and treat them like an application and maintain state across those application pages, global variables across them, and all sorts of things. And we'll look at those as we go through here. That's ASP.NET. The next couple of videos, we're going to talk about the new features in ASP.NET and some of the cool things that we can do.